Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to SFF180. It is Monday, September 29th, 2014, and it is time for Mailbag Monday. Getting this one up a tad late, everybody, but it's been quite a busy weekend. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend yourselves, and as you see, pretty decent little stack this week. It looks like there may be about 8-ish items in here. I haven't really, I didn't do a final count before sitting down for this. So without further ado, let's just dig right into these, shall we? Okay, this looks to be a package from my lovely friends at Penguin. And this is an arc for the new novel by Stephen Baxter, a hard science fiction writer. It is called Proxima, and let us see what it is all about, shall we? Now, I do believe that this book has already come out in the UK, maybe about a year or several months ago, or what have you. Oh, my glasses are fogging up here. But anyway, let's see. It says, mankind's future in this galaxy could be all but infinite. There are hundreds of billions of red dwarf stars, lasting trillions of years, and their planets can be habitable for humans. Such is the world of Proxima Centauri, and its promise could mean the never-ending existence of humanity. How about that? Well, I mean, the universe itself is going to have heat death at some point, but anyway. But first, it must be colonized, and no one wants to be a settler. There is no glamour that accompanies it, like being the first man on the moon, nor is there the ease of becoming a citizen of an already tamed world. There is only hardship, loneliness, emptiness. But that's where Yuri comes in, because sometimes exploration isn't voluntary, it must be coerced. Ooh, uh-oh, that has sinister undertones. Alrighty then, well here we go. This is a hardcover. It comes out from Rock Books on November 4th. Stephen Baxter's Proxima, let me know. You know, I will confess that Baxter is a writer that, you know, historically I'm like hot, cold, but, you know, I always like to be proven wrong and given a good book where I did not expect one. So what is this? Random House. Random Penguins. Okay, well, it's more archy goodness, and here's another one where I kind of need to get the lead out of my butt, because this was a book that was pretty well received when it initially came out, and now the sequel is here. Red Rising by Pierce Brown was, you know, a very positively received book, and now the sequel here is Golden Sun, book 2 of the Red Rising trilogy. Pierce Brown's epic debut, Red Rising, hit the bestseller list in 2014, yada yada yada. And so the Golden Sun continues the stunning saga of Darrow, a rebel forced by tragedy, battling to lead his oppressed people to freedom from the overlords of a brutal, elitist future built on lies. Alrighty then. So Golden Sun, it says it comes out January 6th. So this could be a good opportunity for me to just back-to-back Red Rising, get caught up with that one, and Golden Sun all in one go. But here we have it, Golden Sun, Pierce Brown. Okay, this next one is from Pyre, and this is the final copy of something that I've already presented here in ARC form. This is a book called Falling Sky. The author is Shotgun Arcana, and it says, Ben Gold lives in dangerous times. 2 generations ago, a virulent disease turned the population of most of North America into little more than beasts called ferals. Some of those who survived took to the air, scratching out a living on airships and dirigibles, soaring above the dangerous ground. Ben has his own airship, a family heirloom, and has signed up to help a group of scientists looking for a cure, but that's not as easy as it sounds, especially with a power-hungry air city looking to raid any nearby settlements. To make matters worse, his airship, the only home he's ever known, is stolen. Ben must try to survive on the ground while trying to get his ship back. This brings him to Gastown, a city in the air recently conquered by belligerent and expansionist pirates. When events turn deadly, Ben must decide what really matters, whether to risk it all on a desperate chance for a better future or to truly remain on his own. I'm going to be doing my best here to get some reviews up of some recent Pyre novels. I have them frequently here on Mailbag Monday, and I really need to get them into the queue. There's a lot of concern about the current status of Pyre, its stability as a publishing company, and you know, how rosy its future may or may not look. So, you know, I'd like to think that they are still doing some good books, though, that need to get a little bit of recognition amidst all of the other more heavily hyped bestsellers that are out there. So, anyway, if you would like to see me do a review of Falling Sky, if you'd like to see what this is all about, just let me know in the comments. And something from Macmillan. Okay, well, here's a little something that's not necessarily the sort of thing I would review, but it's nice of them to send it to me so that I can show you all. In case you happen to be fans, this is an audiobook of what I guess is the newest Walking Dead novel tie-in, The Walking Dead Descent. Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead by J. Bonansinga, I guess is the author of this. The reader is Fred Berman. So this one's on 8 CDs. And so I guess this, of course, means that there is also a print edition of the book. But if you love audiobooks, here is a new Walking Dead one. Now this feels like it could be a couple of things from HarperCollins. Feels like a couple things in here. Oh no, it's all just one thing that's so big that it felt like two things. Okay, all right everyone, this is an arc for a new novel by Sherry S. Tepper. Some of you are quite familiar with Sherry, and here she is with a new book. This is called Fish Tales. Her 35th novel, science fiction master Sherry Tepper boldly weaves together the storylines of 11 of her previous works, from King's Blood 4, 1983, to The Waters Rising, 2010. Okay. So I guess you really need to be into deep lore of Sherry S. Tepper's writings before you getting into this one, but let's see what it says. Maybe not. In Fish Tales, two of Tepper's beloved characters, Abbasio and Zulai, from A Plague of Angels and The Waters Rising, and their children travel across the sparsely populated land of Tingawa, from village to scattered village. They are searching for others who might be interested in adopting their sea-dwelling lifestyle. Along their journey, they encounter strange visitors from the far-off world of Lom, characters from Tepper's 9-book True Games series of novels, Mavin Many-Shaped, Ginny Stareye, and Silkhands the Healer, all of whom have been gathered up by an interfering, time-traveling, rule-breaking do-gooder to do one last good deed before Earth's metamorphosis is complete, for the waters are rising and will soon engulf the entire planet, transforming it utterly and irrevocably. Okay, well, talk about fan service. Sherry S. Tepper basically just, hands it all to you. If you are a fan of her novels, this is like everything she's ever done in one big go. Seems kind of neat. Let's see, when is this slated to come out? October 21st, it says. So here we go. Sounds pretty meta, but it could be a lot of fun. Fish Tales. The title also indicates that it may be a bit of a romp, not really to be taken all that seriously. So here you go. Let me know, gang. I think reading that one will probably necessitate that I read some of her other older things, but I have plenty of those in some of my used book piles. So what do we have here? We have, okay. Well, this is awful smexy, ain't it? This is a book called The Shotgun Arcana. It's by R.S. Belcher, and it is the sequel to an earlier novel called The Six-Gun Tarot. Looks pretty cool. I do like the whole notion of these dark fantasy western hybrids. R.S. Belcher burst onto the fantasy scene with his debut novel, The Six-Gun Tarot, last fall, receiving rave reviews from critics and fans alike, yada yada. So here's the second installation. The Shotgun Arcana is a return to Golgotha, Nevada, a bustling frontier town that hides more than its fair share of unnatural secrets. Not Tweety Bird, come on. 1870. A haven for the blessed and the damned, including a fallen angel, a mad scientist, a pirate queen, and a deputy who is kin to coyotes. Golgotha has come through many lurid trials, but now an army of 32 outlaws, lunatics, serial killers, and cannibals are converging on the town. This is like Comic-Con. Drawn by a horrific relic that dates back to the Donner Party and the dawn of humanity. Sheriff John Highfather and his deputies already have their work cut out for them, dealing with train robbers, a mysterious series of brutal murders, and the usual outbreaks of weirdness. But with 32 of the most vicious killers riding into Golgotha in just a few days, the town and its people will be tested as never before, and some of them will never be the same. So here we go. This is coming out October 7th. Sounds pretty badass. Let me know if you want me to do reviews of the Six-Gun Tarot as well as this one, because I would be happy to do it. This sounds like it's going to be a whale of a time, frankly. Oh, this looks like it might be a small press of some sort. It is, but it is for a writer who is known, Jenna Black. It's called The Gifted Dead. On the front cover it says that it's a Game of Thrones meets House of Cards, kind of a sort of a thing. Sounds intriguing. Let's see. Politics and magic make dangerous bedfellows. Deep within the Order, the seeds of corruption have taken root, while younger generations of the gifted have embraced modern democratic values. A secret society of old guard zealots seek a return to the past, when only European men of distinguished bloodlines held power. Now, 3 venerable European families and a maverick American each plot to seize control of the Order and shape it to their will. A cutthroat game of political intrigue will decide the winner, and the stakes couldn't be higher, for ruling the Order carries with it the power to grant or deny an afterlife. So this is by Jenna Black. And let's see, I guess it's a trade paperback from a small press imprint. So very happy to see this. Thanks for sending it. Let me all know what you think. And here, this big old thing is my final package. Where in the heck does it come from? I can't, this comes from overseas. Don't usually get many of those. Okay, this is from a UK imprint, Hodder and Stoughton. They also published Nnedi Okorafor's Lagoon, and this looks to be the first book in a new series. The author is Scott K. Andrews, and the book is Time Bomb. And very fiery looking sort of a thing on the cover here. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? All right, it is New York City, 2141. Jana Patel throws herself off a skyscraper but never hits the ground. Cornwall, 1640. Gentle young Dora Predenick, newly come to Sweet Clover Hall to work, discovers a badly burnt woman at the bottom of a flight of stairs. When she reaches out to comfort the dying woman, she's flung through time. On a rainy night in present-day Cornwall, 17-year-old Kaz Keka, or maybe Seka, probably Keka, anyway, he sneaks into the long-abandoned Sweet Clover Hall in search of a dry place to sleep. Instead, he finds a frightened housemaid who believes Charles I is king, and an angry girl who claims to come from the future. Thrust into the center of a war that spans millennia, Dora, Kaz, and Jana must learn to harness powers they barely understand to escape not only villainous Lord Sweet Clover, but the forces of a fanatical army, all the while staying one step ahead of a mysterious woman known only as Quill. This sounds like it could be a really good fun escapism. Time hopping and fleeing the forces of evil and doing battle with the forces of evil, etc., etc. So from Hodder and Stoughton, Time Bomb. Let me know, guys. All right, that's all I've got this week. I don't mind saying that's a pretty kick-ass week, isn't it? Some really intriguing looking things in there, I must say. So please fire up those comments. Let me know what you think about this week's batch. Otherwise, if you enjoyed watching, please do the usual thing. Like, share, subscribing. As always, very important, trying to hit that 1,000 threshold finally. So thank you, as always, for being a viewer, for being a supporter. And until I see all you guys next time, happy reading.